Imagine a world where human cloning is not only possible but legal. A world where anyone could create a genetic copy of themselves, their loved ones, or even historical figures. The implications of legalizing human cloning would be enormous, sparking debates across ethics, science, and society. What would such a world look like? At first, the technology would seem like a miracle. Parents who've lost children could clone them, essentially bringing them back, though as babies, starting life anew. Couples struggling with infertility might choose to create clones of themselves rather than relying on traditional reproduction methods. The rich and famous could clone themselves, ensuring their legacy continues, not just through their works but through another version of themselves. But cloning isn't just about replicating a physical form. The real question is, could a clone truly be the same person? The nature versus nurture debate would take on a whole new meaning. A clone may share your DNA, but they wouldn't share your memories, experiences, or personality. They'd grow up in a different environment with different influences, potentially turning out to be an entirely different person. Would society accept clones as individuals, or would they always be seen as copies, living in the shadow of their original? Legally, human cloning would create new challenges. How would clones be treated in society? Would they have the same rights as naturally born humans? Who would be responsible for them? If you clone yourself, would the clone be seen as your child, your twin, or something entirely different? These are just a few of the legal conundrums that would arise if human cloning became widespread. Ethics too would be a major concern. Religious groups and ethicists have long opposed cloning, arguing that it goes against the natural order. They would question whether creating life this way is playing God or worse, treating human life like a commodity. If cloning becomes legal, what would stop people from cloning others without their consent? Imagine the chaos if someone cloned a celebrity or a historical figure without permission. Would that be considered identity theft on a genetic level? The medical field would see significant advancements. Scientists could clone organs for transplants, eliminating the need for donors and long wait lists. This would revolutionize healthcare, saving millions of lives. But there's a darker side to this technology. The potential for human experimentation would rise. Scientists might clone humans for the purpose of medical research, treating clones as mere tools for discovery rather than individuals with rights. Cloning would also affect family dynamics. Parents might choose to clone one of their children, essentially raising the same genetic child twice. Sibling relationships could become complex, with clones being treated differently based on their origins. In extreme cases, some might choose to clone themselves to raise an exact copy, essentially creating a younger version of themselves. In the job market, cloning would raise questions about fairness and competition. Imagine a world where people clone themselves to create workers for their businesses, or where clones of geniuses like Einstein or Tesla flood the scientific community. How would society ensure equal opportunities for naturally born humans versus clones? Would companies discriminate against clones, or favor them for their genetic advantages? Of course, with the legal cloning of humans, there's the issue of identity. How would clones fit into society? Would they be treated as second-class citizens, forever living in the shadow of their original counterpart? Or would society embrace them, recognizing that clones, like any other humans, are unique individuals shaped by their own experiences? The social implications are staggering, especially in terms of relationships and equality. Beyond social and ethical dilemmas, there's the question of population growth. With cloning, the global population could skyrocket. Would governments regulate cloning, allowing only a certain number of clones to be created? So, who gets to decide? And what about the environmental impacts of such rapid population growth? More people means more resources consumed, and with climate change already a pressing issue, human cloning could exacerbate the strain on Earth's ecosystems. In a world where cloning is legal, we'd likely see entire industries built around it. Clone therapy centers could pop up, offering people the chance to clone loved ones who've passed away. Cosmetic companies might offer clone-based rejuvenation services, giving people the option to use their clone cells to reverse aging. The possibilities would be endless, but so would the risks. Ultimately, legalizing human cloning would reshape society in ways we can hardly imagine. The lines between life, death, and identity would blur, and the world would need to rethink the very definition of what it means to be human. So what do you think? Should human cloning become a reality, or are some things better left untouched? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending what-if scenarios. Thank you for watching, and remember, the future is full of possibilities, if we dare to explore them.